TinkerCAD tips. Welcome back, everybody. The other day I had posted a tutorial on how to make this Mickey Mouse tray design, and we had used just a simple outline, an image that we had downloaded from Google, converted that into an SVG using convertio.co, and then we put this together. And this was meant to be printed on a multicolor printer by exporting all of these parts, these individual parts, together as an exported OBJ file. And if you look here, the colors go all the way through. And then I had several people ask about doing this in a design that could be done on a single color printer. Now, if you haven't seen this tutorial, click through to my profile, click on my profile, and get to my profile, and you'll see, if you go back, I believe, 3 videos, you'll see the step-by-step on how we created this. So what we're going to do today is to convert that into a design like this, where it's individual parts again. But if we zoom in here, you can see that I have tolerances built in here. This is about a 0.2 millimeter gap between all of the parts so that these can be printed on a single color printer and then put into the recesses in the tray or glued in. So let's get started here. Let's take some of this stuff and move it up out of the way. We'll move that out of there. Let's move this one up and out of the way. And we're going to begin with our original design here that doesn't have any tolerances built in. Now this may go to 2 parts here, so bear with me. All right, we're going to start by lifting all of these other elements up and out of the way. We'll get the eyes, we're going to lift those up. And while we're at this, let's change all of these to 1.5 millimeters. We're going to make our tray 3 millimeters thick at the bottom with a 1.5 millimeter inset. So all of these colored parts I want to be 1.5 millimeters. So we'll make that 1.5. We'll lift up the tongue part here, change that to 1.5, and we'll do the same with the brown part of the face here. Let's lift that up and make it 1.5. Now, for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and hide all of these parts here. I'm just going to lasso select them, Control-H to hide. And let's begin by working on our outline, or our tray part of it here. Now this has been union grouped together. I'm going to ungroup that. So now what we have is the bottom part of the tray, and then we have this outline portion. So on the bottom part of the tray, we want to make this solid. So I'm going to click on this bottom part here. This was still imported from an SVG. So I have my dialog here that says default. I'm going to go ahead and change this to silhouette. So now all of that is solid. Let's change this to 3 millimeters. And I'm going to grab this outside edge here, and let's make it a little bit taller. Now these measurements don't need to be exact. Whatever you prefer is fine. I'm going to make that a little bit taller. Okay, so now we're ready to do the next step. So let's bring back our colored parts, Shift-Control-H to unhide, and let's start with the tongue part here, okay? Now, what we want to do is make duplicates of these, change them into holes, and then put them in the bottom tray. So I'm going to have that tongue selected, Control-D. I'm going to change that into a hole, and while that's selected, I'm going to Shift-select the bottom part of the tray. I'm going to hit L for align. I'm going to click on the bottom part of the tray to make it the master. And then right down here, I'm going to click on this upper dot. So now that whole shape you see here has been moved into the bottom part of the tray. We'll do the same with the eyes. Click on the eyes, Control-D, duplicate. Make that a hole. I'm going to Shift-select the bottom part of the tray, L for align. I'm going to click on the tray to make it the master. I'm going to click on that top dot, and we're going to do the same to the face. Control D, make it a hole, Shift select the bottom part of the tray, L for align, click on the tray, and align it at the top. Alright, so now in the bottom here, in the tray, we have the outline, and we have all of those hole parts, which will become our insets. I'm going to lasso select all of this, and then I'm going to Control G, group those together. That's union grouping. You have to give it a minute to resolve, and once it's resolved, it'll look like this. Now those colored parts that we have up above still won't fit into there correctly. There won't be a tolerance. So the next part we're going to work on is building tolerances. So let's go ahead and select on our tray here. Let's hide it. Control H. We'll start with the tongue here. We're going to hit D to drop it to the work plane. Now I want this to be an SVG, and right now it's not an SVG. So I'm going to click on Export, SVG. I'm just going to save it to my folder. I'm not too worried about the name here. Then I'm going to go ahead and move that tongue up a bit. I'm going to go back to Import, choose a file. I'm going to grab our SVG there. I'm not going to change any parameters. I'm just going to click Import. Once it's imported, we'll be back here. Let's go ahead and change that to red. I'm going to change it to 1.5 millimeters. Now I want to align it with this tongue over here. We never want to move these because we want to keep them in alignment relative to our tray. I'm going to Shift select this one here. L for align. I'm going to click on this one here to make it the master. I'm going to align down the middle and then down the middle. So now we have our SVG version here. We have our old version here. Now the old version we can go ahead and delete. There we go. Now on this one down here, because it's an SVG, we can do some things with this with inner and outer outline. So I'm going to start by making a duplicate of this. Control D. And on this duplicate, I want the duplicate up here to be a hole. I'm going to change it to outer line. I'm going to leave the corner sharp. And I'm going to say 0.2 millimeters. While I have that, I'm going to hit Control D again. And on this one, it's still going to be a hole. I'm going to change that to inner line. This is what's going to trim off a little bit of our tongue part here. Also 0.2 millimeters. So now we have the tongue part, and we have the inner and outer outline. Now the reason I wanted to do the outer outline, let me show you here what happens sometimes when you try to trim. If you do just a part with an inner outline, a hole like this, and try to trim it, like if we union group those two together, I'm going to do Control G. Sometimes you'll see here, you get these weird little remnants. And we don't want those remnants. So this is how we resolve this. Let's ungroup that. There's my outer outline. I'm going to drop that back to the work plane. Now I'm going to do a lasso select to get all three, but I'm going to Shift deselect the tongue part here. So now I have just my two outlines. I'm going to group those together. Control G. I have my two outlines grouped together. I'm going to lasso select all of those. Control G. And now we've trimmed off that tongue without all of those remnants. I'm going to lift that up. Well, we're almost at 10 minutes here, so we're going to have to go to a part 2. Hope everyone enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll watch the part 2 as well. In the meantime, like, follow, and repost, and we'll see you on the next one. Happy tinkering!